Luffers, it certainly wasn't pretty, but 3 points tonight against Yate, you must be delighted with that one.
Delighted with the result. Yeah, delighted with the result. I'm going to take a little bit of responsibility for the performance. I think potentially after Saturday where we put a lot of work in and we had a tough session Monday, maybe we've overworked them this week. We've rolled the dice a bit, but they'll be better for it. Like fitness wise, I think we'll come strong as the season progresses. Fitness wise, we've always had fit teams. My team's always run through brick walls for me, but yeah, maybe we over-egged it a little bit Monday, perhaps. We looked leggy tonight, but I think all the moments of quality were through us. But I think they probably edged the game outside the two boxes. But we've managed to win the game of football, and I think credit to them. I think they'll be fine this year. They got a good side. I thought Lloyd James in midfield. He come back here and he was outstanding. Marlon Jackson up top was very, very good, and they're very well coached sides, and good luck to them for the rest of the season. But ultimately we've got the 3 points, which is what we're after, and yeah, they can have the plaudits and we'll take the points.
And it's key moments, Rich. Obviously, like I said, there's parts of the performance tonight that maybe, like I say, you could do with maybe being overworked, or it's just the start of the season, so he was trying to find the rhythm. But key moments, 3 minutes in, getting the first goal, and then Kane Simpson at the end there. Yeah,
I said at half time, I give the boys a bit of a dressing down at half time. I was really disappointed with our output. I thought we didn't quite get after him enough, but Owen Brain was the difference in the game. First half particularly was absolutely outstanding. Kane didn't have his best half of football, but he scored a goal, and I think you like that for your centre forwards. And I thought Niall for 20 minutes gave us some, but we were a little bit off it. Their goalkeeper, he makes them almost like they've got two extra men, not one, and he's so brave with how high he goes with the football. And him and Lloyd sort of dictated the game, but without penetrating us. And that goal before half time really helped. And I thought, to be honest with you, I thought then for 25 minutes of the second half we controlled the game, but without adding to the scoreline. And then obviously it's always nervy late on. I thought the young right winger that come on from Bristol Rovers was a top player as well. I thought he really caused us some problems, and we've had to get Brodie off the pitch because he was about to get sent. But I said in my sort of pre-season presentation, like substance over style. But if you can add some style with it, which we want to do, then great. But we want to win games of football, and that's including pre-season. I think it was 17 now without losing, and that's brilliant.
And that substance must be really pleasing as well, because, like you say, there's large portions of tonight where we might not have had the ball or might not have pressed or probed in sort of the right timings, but that substance being the fact that your team can defend really, really well across the two matches, that must have been pleasing for against Havant, and then of course tonight against Yate. Yeah,
no clean sheets. We want to keep zeros to our name, and I think tonight we probably did enough to do that. It was a real soft goal. Ollie's there for a header. Grimesy's got a nick on it. I don't think he's had a shout. It was a scruffy goal that got him back to 1-1. And actually, like, if we get in front against teams with the pace that we've got, like, we can really draw them onto us and then hit them on the break. But by the time we got ourselves in front second half, the legs have got tired, and it made it a bit more difficult for us. I thought the midfield two first half probably got caught with how many numbers there were in there. But yeah, I don't think Frankie's had many to save, if any. He's tipped one over the crossbar. He's had a couple in the midriff. He's taken some crosses, whereas their goalkeeper has had more flash across his post. So I think if you look at just chances, if there was a highlights reel, you'd think we dominated the game, but I think we didn't. I think it was a 50-50 game, but our quality in the final thirds won us the game.
And we need the Peacock Army, obviously, to get behind us, Rich, and just shy of 700 tonight. That's pretty decent, obviously, for the first game back at the Signet, and then, of course, big game on Saturday against Basingstoke. But how crucial is those supporters going to be?
Yeah, well, I love them. I think they're brilliant. I got straight over to the end of a win. I'd have been gutted for them to not get the 3 points. Like, I think I've gone on record saying we haven't won enough games at home. We won a lot in pre-season, and we've won again tonight. And we've got a little bit more grit about us. A bit more grit. A bit more. Just a bit more substance over like what we had last year. And we've added some good personalities, and you can see how much it meant to them at the end. And I've had some tough games against Yates over the years, and we enjoyed letting them know that we won the game.